What did that have to do with me? I don't have a grandma, and I'm not about to wear a red cape and make friends with wolves. I just want to go to the ball and become a princess and live happily ever after. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah. So I just thought that was a nice story to share about a strong, independent woman and how you two can change your outlook on life. But if all you want is the frilly dress and the happily ever after, then let's get down to business. What size are you, about a 10?
Excuse me? I wear a size 2.
Yeah, okay, that's right. So, do you have any small rodents that I can enchant? I hear that they do all the work in the other fairy tales. And if I'm going to get you dressed and ready for a ball at 8 o'clock, I'm going to need some help.
Esmeralda has some mice she's using for a science experiment.
Ooh, let's go get them.
Seriously, it's the third time I've burned myself to death. I make the TV show. Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, and it's time to play The Family Showdown. Let's start off by greeting our first contestants, the 3 Bears.
That's right, brother.
Well, Papa Bear, why don't you introduce us to the rest of your family?
Of course. This is Mama Bear, my feather cat.
How are you, my lady?
And this is Baby Bear, our youngest.
What's good, little dude?
And, this is Goldilocks.
Welcome to the show, Goldilocks. Say, I really love your hairdo.
Thanks, Roger. My hair's actually blonde, curly, and beautiful. I'm so lucky. I just wash, scratch, and go. I'm so thrilled to be here. I love Family Showdown. I watch it every day.
That's great. Say, Miss Locks, you don't really resemble the rest of your family. What's up with that?
That's a funny story, Roger.
She's a distant relative. Very distant.
We just recently found our home in the woods. Yeah, she just sort of dropped in one day and made herself at home.
That's cool. Family should be together. That's what I always say. Now, let's meet our next contestants, the Dware family.
We are the Dwarf family. D-W-A-R-F. Dwarf. Get it right, will you?
My bad. This is the Dwarf family, and this is the head of the family, Grumpy Dwarf.
We are not the Dwarf family. We are the Dwarf family. You nitwit.
Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and that's why they call you Grumpy.
What's that supposed to mean? My mother named me Grumpy after my great-grandfather, Grumfeld II Dwarf the First. Why, you small-eyed TV actor, I ought to knock your block off!
What a kidder. I love this guy. Who are you?
I'm happy, Mr. Dawson.
I'm happy too, kid.
No, I mean my name is Happy. Happy Dwarf. And we're so excited to be a part of the Family Showdown. This is my brother Sleepy.
Somebody must be bored.
I don't know. He just falls asleep from time to time. This is Sleepy, Sleepy. Wake up. You're on television. What? I'm awake.
Well, this should be a thrilling match. Say, who are you, my lady?
My name is Snow White. It's just wonderful to be here, Mr. Dawson.
I must say, Miss White, neither you nor Miss Locks bear a resemblance to the rest of your family. How exactly are you guys related?
Well, Roger, that's a funny story.
Snow White is also distant relative.
Yeah, she just sort of dropped in on us one day, like Miss Locks did.
Yeah, she just found our little house in the woods and made herself at home.
Well, that was touching. I really love family stories like that. All right, who's ready to play Family Showdown? All right, you all know the rules. We pulled the studio audience and asked them a question, and we've the 5 most popular answers to that question on the board. When it's your turn to play, you will give me what you think is the most popular answer to the question. Now, Papa Bear and Grumpy War. You guys are up first. Whichever one of you hits the buzzer first will have the chance to answer the question and to take the turn for your family. Do you understand the rules?
We understand, Roger.
Yeah, we got it.
All right. The question is, what is your biggest pet peeve? Papa Bear, you answered first. What do you think is the answer to the question, what is your biggest pet peeve?
I'd have to say the answer to this question, the biggest pet peeve, would have to be having little girls break into your house and sit on your chairs.
Good answer, Papa.
Way to go, Papa Bear!
Having little girls break into your house and sit on your chairs. Is that on the board? All right. Grumpy Jerk. You have the chance to answer the question. If you guess a more popular answer, your family will have the chance to play. What do you think is the answer to the question, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Comrade, I think the #1 answer is having a little girl break into your house and clean it from top to bottom.
Having a little girl break into your house and clean it from top to bottom. Is that on the board? All right, Grumpy Jervay. You have the chance for your family to either pass or play. What are you going to do?
The dwarf and it decides the best.
All right. The Chip family decides to pass. Mama Bear, it's your turn. What do you think is the answer to the question, what is your biggest pet peeve?
I think it's quite obvious that the #1 answer would have to be little girls who break into your house when you've gone out on a nice little walk and eat all of your porridge while it's supposed to be cooling!
Little girls who break into your house while you're out on a nice little walk and eat all of your porridge while it's supposed to be cooling. Is that your final answer?
What? I can't think of anything more annoying than that.
Okay. Is that on the board? Okay. Baby Bear, you're up. What do you think is the most popular answer to the question, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Well, Roger, the studio audience would have to say, little girls who break into your house while you go on a nice little walk to let your porridge cool down. Take a nap in your bed. Mess up all the covers. And throw your pillows on the floor. Good answer, baby bear. Good answer.
Okay. Little girls who break into your house while you're out on a nice little walk waiting for your porridge to be cooling, who take a nap in your bed and mess up the sheets and throw your pillows on the floor. Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer, Roger.
Okay. Is that on the board? Miss Locks, your team is winning, but you don't look very happy.
I know we're winning, but I don't particularly like the answers they've given.
Well, you're up now. You have a chance to answer the question, what is your biggest pet peeve?
I think the #1 answer to the question is
girls and chase them out of their houses. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Bears frighten little girls and chase them out of their houses. Really? You're gonna stick with that?
Yes.
You think the majority of people who were asked the question, what is your biggest pet peeve, answered with bears frighten little girls and chase them out of their houses?
Of course. What else could it be?
Okay, bears frighten little girls and chase them out of their houses. Is that on the board? All right, Happy Durko, you're up. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Roger, I think the number one pet peeve is cranky witches.
Cranky witches, is that on the board? All right, Sleepy, you're up. What do you think is the answer to the question, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Roger, I think number one pet peeve is people throwing loud parties with singing, dancing, and the loud animals romping around the house while you're trying to take a nap.
People throwing loud parties with singing, dancing, and wild animals romping around the house while you're trying to take a nap. Is that on the board? Shocker! All right, so you're up. Do you think you have the most popular answer to the question, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Roger, I think I know what the studio audience has chosen as their number one answer.
Then please, tell us.
The number one answer is poison apples that make you fall asleep for a long time. Everyone thinks you're dead, so they lock you in a crystal coffin for a while until some guy who thinks he's a Prince Charming just happens along, kisses you, wakes you up, and expects you to just go off with him and get married without even knowing him. That is the number one best answer.
Poison apples that make you fall asleep for a really long time. Everyone thinks you're dead, so they lock you in a crystal coffin until some guy who thinks he's Prince Charming comes along, kisses you, wakes you up, and expects you to marry him without even knowing him. Is that on the board?